Hello, I am so glad you can join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today I am making some tortilla and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make. Okay, you can make these and you can save them for your breakfast in the morning, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So let's get started here. And the first thing I have in here in this bowl is 3 cups of flour. This is 3 cups of flour in there, and to that I'm going to add some salt. This is 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to add a little less than a teaspoon. So let me go ahead and measure this. Let me just put a little more in there. See guys, I have in here a teaspoon, and this is just a little less than a teaspoon. You're going to sprinkle that in here. This is baking powder. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder in there, and that is the ingredients I'm going to add. I have over here a spoon. I'm going to just combine the baking powder and the salt among the flour. Just combine it right here. And once you mix it up and combine that well so everything is dispersed in there, I'm going to go ahead, and I have some butter here. This is half a cup of butter. I'm going to put the butter in here. Now, usually when people making tortillas, they use lard. I try to stay away from lard. I don't want to use lard. I use butter. So let's go ahead and you have an option of if you want to use lard, you can use lard. So that's your option. Today we're going to use butter, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butter, go in and take your hands. Just make sure your hands are clean. Use your hands and go in and put your butter, and you're going to just mix your butter up with the flour. So you go ahead, go around, squeeze it, until you get it all mixed up in there. So this is what you're going to do right here. Mix it up well. So this is about finished here with the butter. This is finished. You can squeeze it up like that. Okay, so when you finish playing with your flour and your butter here, make a well. And over here I have 1.5 cups of water. Okay, so I'm gonna take this water that I have, and I made a well right here in the center. I'm gonna pour, and I'm pouring the whole thing. I pour the whole thing in there, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of come around like this. Just come around like that. And just mix it up. Just go around. And just keep mixing it up. And just keep doing that. I know it's sticky. So we're gonna keep doing this until it comes off of our hands, and then we'll put it on the counter, and I'm gonna continue to knead it on the counter. Okay, as I do this, guys, I just turn the bowl as I do it, and you see how tacky it is, like that. So you're gonna continue. Don't be afraid when it look like this. Oh, it's stuck to my hand. Just continue to keep going around like that, and just keep doing that for a while. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do right now, after I've been stirring this for a while, is I'm gonna take this out and put it on my counter right here, and I'm just gonna finish kneading it here on the counter. I'm going to knead, I'm gonna knead this right here on the counter, guys. And when it is all, I'm gonna do this for like 10 minutes. And then when it's all kneaded and it's done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. But I'm gonna do this for 10 minutes. So now I'm gonna set my Alexa now for 10 minutes. I didn't put any flour on the counter. I didn't add any more flour to it, just the amount of flour that you guys saw me put in here. is all. Okay, so I'm gonna need this right here. 10 minutes of just doing this, and then we will be ready to make our tortillas. Okay guys, as you can see, I've been kneading this now for about 10 minutes and it is still, see, it is still tacky. So that's fine, that's good, that's how I want it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this up and I'm going to use this same bowl that I had earlier, and I'm going to put this in this bowl right here. See, it's still tacky. I'm gonna leave that in there. Let me wash my hands. I have a wet paper towel. I'm just gonna put my paper towel over that to stop it from drying out. I'm gonna sit this in a warm area for about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna knead it some more. Now my dough has been sitting and resting for 10 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll take some flour and I'm gonna sprinkle it on the counter. And I am going to empty this dough over here. And I will next thing I'm going to do right here, just a little bit of flour. You don't want to put too much, just a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and separate this. Okay. Let's put a little bit of flour over here. Actually, this is when you're doing something called roti, you just do like this. This is easy. You just pinch it like that and then roll it in your hand, okay? Not using too much flour, it's just a little bit of flour. I'm gonna pinch it like that. And then I'm gonna do this. Just pinch it like that at the end and then roll it into a ball. If you want your dough, all of them to come out to be the exact same size, just go ahead and get a little scale if you have one and you can measure it, okay? You can weigh it. I keep saying measuring. I said measuring. You can weigh them and you'll have them, because I can see this one is a little bit bigger than this and these ones look about the same. This one's a little bit bigger. That really doesn't matter to me, but some people may want them to be uniform and you can do that, okay? So let me finish this up and I'll be right back. So I got 11 out of this batch, but you can probably get 12. You can probably make some a little smaller. You can get a dozen out of them, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these and put them back again in here and just let them rest for a few minutes in the same bowl. Just put them in here. Now I'm going to get my cloth and I'm going to put my cloth over them to keep them from drying out. And I'm going to leave them for another 10 minutes and then I'm going to come back and we're going to put them on the stove and cook our tortillas. Okay guys, 10 minutes is up, so let's get started on cooking our tortillas. So in here I have my 11 tortillas. What I'm going to do is I have some flour here. I'm going to take one of them out and I am just going to stick it in my flour like that. I open it up like this and I'm going to take some flour and put on my table. Push this apart here, and this is where I'm gonna work. I have here my handy dandy roller, and how we're gonna do with this roller, I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on the roller just to make sure. We're gonna start the tortillas here. We're gonna start in the center. We're gonna roll it back and roll it forward. Okay, guys? Roll it back and roll it forward. Pick it up, turn it on the other side, roll it forward, roll it back, and roll it like that. We're trying to get a round shape, but whatever shape you get is fine. As long as you're okay with it, it's fine. Okay? Doesn't always come out the way you want it to come out. Okay? And then when you just kind of throw it over your hand like this, and then what I do is just, my pan is on the stove right now heating up, but while my pan is heating up, I'm just gonna throw that over my pan like this for a few minutes. Okay, and I'm gonna go on to another one, and I'm gonna take this again and put it in here. Need some flour on the counter, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of pinch this around. Start from the center and roll it back and forth. And just keep changing it around like that. And I'm gonna hold this and just kind of throw it over my bowl for a few minutes while my pan continues to heat up. And I'm just going to continue here. So over here I have my pan is nice and hot. So now I'm going to put my tortilla down. And you're gonna see that it's gonna start to send some bubbles up there. Some little bubbles as it starts to heat up. And I just kind of turn it around just to make sure that all sides is getting equal heat. Okay. And then, oops. Trying to get off the pan. I'm just going to turn it like that just to cook the other side. You don't have to fully cook them until you're ready to use them. Then you can put them back in the pan and fully cook them. That's up to you. And see the bottom over there? So I'm going to take this out. So I'm going to take that out and rest it on my pan and then go on to the next one. And guys, I'm going to repeat that process right here. Put it in there. You can make them bigger, of course, as I said. You don't have to make the same size. This is pretty, about the size of a tortilla. And we're gonna wait for the bubbles to pop up, and then we're gonna flip it, and then you can flip it a couple of times. We don't want to make it too dark. And as I said, when you are ready to make whatever you're gonna make, you can put it back in and cook it some more. Okay, and I'm just gonna My hand, I can do it. Just so that all the sizes and all around gets cooked and not just, you know, one side. These are your little bubbles right there. If we was making roti, we would have had butter and those would have popped up and those would have been how we would have wanted. And just cook the other side for a few minutes. And see, it didn't take long at all, did it, guys? Didn't take long. Nah. So tomorrow in my next video, I'm gonna make some quesadilla with these, so you'll see exactly how that is done. Guys, tortillas are all done. Here they are. Here they are. Nice and soft. See? Nice and soft. La, 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 la. See, guys, they're nice and soft. So these, I will be making a quesadilla for you. And that is going to be in the next video. So watch out for that, quesadillas. So I will be making that. As a matter of fact, we're making it for breakfast, so you guys get to see how I make my quesadillas. So guys, go ahead and make yourself some tortillas. They're very easy to make. You see how easy that was? Much easier. I mean, you can just go to the supermarket and buy a pack of them, but it's more fun to make them yourself so that you can put whatever you want inside of it, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making these, and I hope you have fun making some for your family as well. Guys, don't forget to share the video, subscribe to the video, especially if you've watched this so far and you like what you see. Go ahead and just give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Until next time, bye-bye.